Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our trip from Moab and Colorado, and I wanted to show you what damages and what scrapes we've got from the whole trip. So the Jeep did amazing, no issues at all, but we did do some damage to it, and I will go through the Jeep and I'll show you what we've done damage wise and what we broke and what we have to replace and what things worked and what things didn't. And so I will show you all right now what we got going on with it. First thing out of the gate, leaving one of the gas stations, one of the new 35s threw a rock up into the passenger side mirror. I can't see what the cracks are, but y'all can. There's the hole. We busted this whole mirror. We're gonna replace this today, since it's such an easy fix and I have spares since I part Jeeps out. And then what else? Also, the soft top I think is on its way out. I think this is the original top that came on the Jeep when it was new, but at this point now you could see, where is it at? I can't see it, so give me a minute to feel around. But yeah, you can see here it's kind of destroyed. This is the Sunrider part of it, so every time you pull this back, this whole thing flips backwards, so you can have kind of like a little sunroof with a soft top. Only the LJs came with that, but aftermarket companies and other brands have started introducing that into the TJ, so you can get that for your TJ if you wanted to. And then the big eyesore is the tailgate. It is pretty much smoked. So we actually did some metal mashing on Metal Masher. The Jeep actually popped out of gear while we were on the trail, when we were stopped, and backed into one of our buddy's Jeeps. So luckily his Jeep was there to catch it. But yeah, you can see how bent and distorted the whole tailgate is. Still closes, but, and on the way out of that trail we lost our bar that seals the soft top, so that's gone too. As you can see, we have a backup camera on here. We didn't do a video on that, but now we're going to do a video on that because we wanted to see how this one worked before we showed you all it. But the dog ripped the cord out in the Jeep, so we're getting another one of those, and we'll do another video and we'll show y'all which one to get. No body damage other than the tailgate. That's the only thing that does not have armor on it. As for rock rash, we did a lot of rock rash on the wheels, as you can see, and tore up the whole center cap. We're going to replace that today too. This thing's only thing that really got hit. Inside of the wheel I don't think got hit, unless you'll see some scratches that I can't see. But yeah, I tore the outside of the rim up a little bit. But I got another spare wheel, but these aren't her final wheels. We're going to be putting some bead locks on this Jeep. Just haven't figured out which ones we're gonna do yet. All right, let's crawl under the Jeep and I'll show you real quick what we got going on under here. So you notice this bar here. Right before the trip, I installed a Rusty's engine and trans skid plate to protect the trans and engine. Well, first trail we hit, it stuck so far forward, it was smacking the yoke right here on the front axle every time it was fully compressed. And even now, I think, yeah, look right here on the boot, it rubs into this and it's caused a tear in the boot on the drive shaft. But the reason I put this on here is, as you can see, look at the oil pan. We absolutely destroyed it. This was on the last trip we went to Colorado last year, and so I never noticed it because we run the Jeep through a quickie lube. One of my good buddies runs a quickie lube here, and so they never indulged me that the oil pan is completely smashed. So I've got to do a new oil pan on this Jeep, and I'll show y'all how to do one of those. And it's crazy because this one is completely dry, so hopefully I won't have any leaks when I do the oil pan, gasket, and new pan. So other than that, the Jeep did great. The locker did great. Whole Jeep performed awesome. The winch setup did great. Our tactical recovery equipment did amazing as always. One of my really good friends, this is his company, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly what all is entailed with this whole setup. But other than that, it did great. The wrap held up great. No flaking, no pulling off yet that I can tell. All right, let's get this mirror swapped out. Cut is new. Just a little dirty. Needs to be cleaned up. All right, let's get that swapped out now. All right, got the new mirror on, got the hubcap on. I know this video wasn't chock full of install, and it's just basically repairing little pieces, but I've got a little bit more going on with the Jeep than just minor damage. So last weekend we took the Jeep out to go play around. That's why it's all dirty and everything, as you can see. But we had an issue with the transmission on this Jeep. These are these Mercedes transmissions that they decided to put in these things. I've been pulling some of the wiring and evap system and trying to figure out what's going on with it. I need to reorganize all this stuff anyways. As you can see, it's kind of a mess. Other than that, we got a code that put the Jeep into limp mode. I had one of my good friends run the code for me, since I can't see the codes when I try to read them. So the code came back as a low voltage or short or bad TCM, which is the transmission control module. The Jeep is in limp mode right now. It only goes 25 miles an hour, and we were stuck like at a lake, so it took us about an hour and a half to get home. So this is going to be in an upcoming video. I need to diagnose and see what's exactly going on with this thing, so that way we can get to go wheeling in it again. That way the wife can get back to driving it again, because right now she's driving one of the Cherokees. So that's going to be coming up. I've got another Jeep that I've purchased, this one behind me, so that's going to be an upcoming project. And also bought another Cherokee, which y'all haven't seen unless you follow me on Instagram at Wrenegade Offroad. Little plug there. So I post all the pictures of the Jeeps and stuff that I buy on there before I hit YouTube with them, so if you want to go check that out, you can. So this one is the next project. The TJ behind me, I've got to get that finished up too. I had a lot of people ask me what's going on with the blind Jeep build, my 1-ton XJ, the one I'm putting on 40s and Super Duty axles, Kingpin 60, all that fun stuff. That's going to be an upcoming video. Stay tuned for that. I've got some new parts. I've got to tell you what's been done to the Jeep so far, just basically an update video on it and the status of it. So I'm getting to that, I promise. I'm super ready to go wheeling again. Like, y'all don't understand how crazy it's been being on this big trip that we did in Moab and everything, and Nikki's driving the whole time, and I got to do one trail which I loved, and only did one obstacle on that trail. So I'm still trying to figure out my bearings behind the wheel since I can't drive anymore. So I'm ready to get back behind the wheel on the trail at least. Promise I'm not gonna be on the road. But yeah, so y'all stay tuned for more Cherokee videos, and I promise some Comanche videos are coming soon as well. So if you like what you see on the channel, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and y'all stay tuned for all the little crazy projects I'm gonna come up with and how-to videos. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace, see y'all later.